always love hip-hop. Keep it flowing like a river, so I drip drop. Verses and bars, we eating dinner with the stars. Excuse me while I float away, my brain is on Mars. Cause it's the Big Kids Podcast with Chris Williams. Sit back, relax, like your spliff, we in the building.
Yo, this is C. Willie, and welcome back to the Big Kids Podcast. And I am just all sorts of fucked up today. Jesus Christ. Guys, it's not even winter, and I'm upset that we still haven't got a snowstorm. I hate listening to people bitch and complain about winter when we haven't even really had a winter yet here, at least in the 607. It's been like an extended fall, little cooler. Some days are 50. You get a little bit of rain. You might get a little bit of freezing rain. We have not had a legit snowstorm yet, but I'm ailing from a lot of the same things that you would typically ail from. Is that even the right word? During winter, my left elbow is extra dry. I got mad boogers in my nose, and I can tell because I did a sound check, which I need to probably do more often. I used to do it all the time. Got lazy. But I'm doing the sound check, and I could just tell my nose is plugged up with boogers. My voice sounds different, and yeah, so please excuse my voice. I'm trying to work out these boogies. They're deep. I got some deep ones, but thank God I'm not sick. I just got them wintertime boogies. Man, what else is going on with you guys? Anything good? I say that when I don't know what else to fucking say. Well, today's Tuesday. I'm trying to get this shit recorded because we're supposed to have a bit of a snowstorm tomorrow. And you know, when we have a bit of a snowstorm, see, and again, I've been trying to fucking time this up perfectly. I want to do, it's snowing outside. I go outside, I shovel, I have my headphones in. That's what I need to pick up a new pair of headphones today. Good call. Glad I said that. At least a couple dollars. The ones I got now are they're good backups. One headphone works, the other one doesn't. Great backups. They've gotten me through the past couple of months. And I don't buy headphones because this is what the fuck happens. I don't know where the fuck my headphones go. They either that or they break. But anyway, I'm waiting for a nice winter day. Even with night, because I like to go out there at nighttime. Get that initial shovel in, so in the morning it's fucking easy breezy. Beautiful cover girl. It's easy breezy, nice and fucking get that shit done. And I want to come back inside, and I want to open up some Pokemon cards. I want to open up some football cards. I want to do something, you feel me? You smell me? I'm trying to get in and do a little something. Now, some asshole last week, because the new set of Pokemon cards have come out, and for whatever fucking reason they're trying to make these ones hard to fucking get. Like, I gotta order them online. I can't go to fucking Walmart. I can't go to GameStop. They're all sold out. What the fuck is wrong with people? Like, for real, what the fuck is wrong with people? And then you're gonna try to go online and scalp them and try to make some extra money. Not even like months or years down the line when they're out of circulation, but you're gonna do that now because at the moment everything's back ordered. Best Buy's not getting their shit in stock until the 27th. It's a whole fucking mess. It is a whole entire mess. But anyway, I would love to go get some brand new. I don't want to deal with any other fucking set. I want the new shit because I'm going to spend some money. I'll spend enough money on all the other shit. And Silver Tempest, in my opinion, was dog shit. I think that was the worst set that I've opened up so far. But anyway, I would like to go get some cards, shovel, come inside, open up my cards, organize them for a good amount of the day. That's what I would love, a nice fucking snow day. That's what I would like a nice snow day for, to do. You know, I don't think that's too much to ask for. And you assholes that are buying up all the fucking cards to be assholes, you're not even opening up the packs, you're fucking trying to scalp them online, you're scumbags. You're fucking scumbags. Now me, I do have a Charizard UPC over there that I bought for fucking $100. And it's not open yet. One, because like I said previously, I'm tired of opening up the cards that are already fucking in there. I've opened up 3 of them already. 3 Charizard UPCs. Already opened them. So that one, I'm either going to save for a couple of years, or when I get the fucking itch and I need some Pokemon cards to open, I'll go in there and I'll open those. But I'm not fucking trying to scalp it off to nobody today. I didn't take one out of circulation so nobody else could fucking get it. You know, they got these shits all over the fucking place right now. And why is that? Because it's the end of this fucking Sword and Shield generation, which thank God, and we're moving on to the new shit, which I don't even know. You guys, as you know, I love the Pokemon games. I love Pokemon cards. But I went back and I played Pokemon Stadium 2 over the past 2 weeks. And please explain to me why a game that was made in, 99 or 2000, some shit like that? Why do the battle scenes look better in that than they do in Sword and Shield? Or, to be completely honest, any other Pokemon game that I've played, even the brand new ones. How the fuck do the battles, the cutscenes, look better? How do we have an announcer that instead of fucking giving me type script at the bottom of the screen, you can actually hear him, and he has witty banter? And how? Guys, I'm really trying to understand how you video game companies continue to not give a fuck. And you could tell when a video game company or video game producers, developers care about the game. You could tell because there's like little things that gamers like within the game. You know, just like little fucking nods to things, Easter eggs, shit like that. That's why for movies and video games, there's always hundreds of thousands of videos on YouTube revealing the Easter eggs throughout the fucking game or movie or whatever the case may be. When you don't have those things because you're trying to keep a game together, when your sole goal was try to make it playable versus immersive, that might not even be the right word either. But when you're trying to do that, that's when we get a fucking game that's glitchy. I'm guys, and you know when Scarlet and Violet came out, it's been out for a little bit now. I finally got to the end of the game because, again, I was in no major rush to work through it. You know, I was in no major rush to get through that game. You get to the final fucking professor or whatever that you're battling, and her eyes are like flickering between different colors. Her hair is fucking gyrating around. It's fucking weird. And I'm thinking, is this supposed to go down like this? Like, are they trying to portray her as a fucking loony? Or is this the game fucking up? And I think I came to the conclusion that Game Freak, the Pokemon company, whoever the fuck was developing this game, said, okay, yeah, we can't fix that. Her hair's fucking jumping from side to side. Her eyes are all over the fucking place. She's fucking glitching out. But you know what? Let's try to make that part of the game. Let's try to add just a little bit onto that so it seems like we meant to do this. I don't think they meant to do that, because throughout the whole entire game, shit like that was happening to a whole bunch of gym leaders and NPCs that you had to interact with. So I think when you got to the final boss, you're like, oh, fuck. This one's worse than all of them. All of them. And there's nothing we can fucking do about it. Yo, let's try to just make it act like this character's tweaking the fuck out. And again, guys, we've talked about this before. There is no way in the world. Listen, this game should be like Arceus, Pokemon Arceus, with gyms and updated a little bit. Again, it was like 10 months in between Arceus and this game, so I don't think that everybody really expects you to reinvent the fucking wheel, but there is no way in the world we should be taking steps backwards. Arceus was a fucking great blueprint, a great outline for a game that could have been absolutely fucking marvelous. But no, they wanted to give us a fucking game in like January or February. They give us another one around Christmas time because they were trying to fucking get them Christmas dollars. Guys, please stop it. Stop it. Stop it. And even for games like Grand Theft Auto that still to this day have their issues, they continue to work on that game till this day. It's been out for 10 fucking years. The game's been out for 10 years. And why can they continue to year after year after year after year make money off of that game? Because... Sorry, I fucking thought someone was knocking at the door. They can continue to make money off of this game because they keep adding things to it. The whole basis of the game wasn't completely fucking broken. You could run some basic ass missions. You could save up some money. You could buy a fucking hotel or a suite or whatever the fuck the case may be. And then throughout the years, they just added things to it. You know, maybe that's what they should have did with Arceus while they were trying to figure out what the next game's gonna be. Maybe they should have just added some shit to it. I'd much rather have had a Arceus DLC than this game. Not even a fucking question. Not even a question about it. I'd much rather had an Arceus DLC than this game. Maybe an Arceus DLC where you compete with or try to get gym badges. Yeah, again, I get that while they were trying to get away from that because it kind of felt stale and stagnant, but I think the fact that they didn't have that in the game made us all realize that we need the gym badges. So, come on. And again, Arceus wasn't perfect, and that's why I think that they should have just taken the time to iron shit out before they released another game. It feels like they started making Scarlet and Violet while they were before they made Arceus. It feels like Arceus is the final product, and this is the fucking the prototype. Gen 1, version 1.0 of Arceus. And I don't know, guys. It's fucking frustrating. It's really only frustrating because it's not like video games are getting cheaper. Video games aren't getting cheaper, and that is okay. Video games have stayed relatively the same price for a very long time. But the video game quality, in my opinion, over the past 10 to 15 fucking years, has absolutely went down the shitter for the most part. Games like God of War, and guys, I haven't even fucking played God of War. I have it on my PlayStation because my buddy fucking wanted to play it. He didn't have a PlayStation, so he bought it on mine. I have it on my PlayStation, and I've sat there and I watched him play it, and I'm like, okay, this makes sense. This game looks fucking beautiful. The mechanics look pretty fucking good. Of course, you can always nitpick a fucking game. You can nitpick anything because nothing is absolutely perfect. But that game makes you feel like paying the $60, $65, $70 for it was worth it. Now you got games like Madden. I tried to give Madden a shot. I waited until it was fucking, I don't know, did I pay $19.99 or $24.99? I can't remember. I didn't pay more than $25 fucking dollars for the game. Why? Because I wasn't going to do it. Why wasn't I going to do it? Excuse me. Because the game itself is dog shit. It is absolute dog shit. I like to play it because it's football season. I like to play it because I like to make up scenarios in my head about who's going to do what. Like right now, I spent more time. I have Earl Meggett from The Longest Yard. I have Bobby Boucher from The Water Boy. I got Willie Beeman from Any Given Sunday. And I got Rod Tidwell from Jerry Maguire. I created those players, so I'm hypothetically fucking running through scenarios and trying to get people certain stats and this, that, and the third. Which, okay, that's fun in itself. That's the part of simulation football and Madden that I enjoy. Now, actually getting there is dog shit. It's dog. You could go on fucking YouTube, Instagram, I'm sure TikTok. All these places probably have plenty of videos where the gameplay is absolutely fucked and glitchy. And that's what happens every time. Even on some of the tackles where you get like double tackled, like where you're starting to get tackled and then you morph into another animation where you're getting tackled again, but you're gaining an extra 3 or 4 yards. Like, yeah, that shit is cool for my stat line, but that is not what makes a good fucking game. That's terrible. Especially in the year 2022, 2023. Games back in 2005 were better. I've very much been contemplating buying a PlayStation 2 and getting some of these older games, but I'm gonna be upset when I get it. I'm gonna be upset when I get it, and I'm fucking disappointed that I can't play with updated rosters. That's pretty much the only thing that's fucking holding me back. Now, if Madden was smart, what they would do is they would honestly take a year or two off. People will continue to buy your bullshit Madden Ultimate Team if you continue to... Shit, maybe I am getting sick. If you continue to maintain that. They would. It's fucking addictive. People are fucking getting new players. And again, that right there, can we make things a little more realistic? I haven't played Madden Ultimate Team in 2 years, but I'm assuming it's probably the same fucking shit. It's probably the same stuff. You know? So maybe make it a little harder to get your fucking team to a 99, or why does your team even need to be a 99? You know, why the fuck does your team even need to be a 99? Keep it real. Like, how you guys play people on their overall and shit in the normal game, why don't you do that shit in Ultimate Team? You know, maybe having a 75 fucking left outside linebacker isn't the worst fucking thing to have. You know, and especially, I'm fucking talking hypotheticals because Madden's not going to take a fucking year off unless they absolutely have to. That's just the reality of the situation. They're not going to take a fucking month off, or a year off, or 2 years off. They sure as hell will take a month off, though. Because at this point in time, it is the championship games. The AFC and the NFC championship games are this weekend. And you guys are still trying to make fucking little updates and tweaks to the fucking game that should have been taken care of at the beginning of things. They just did some fucking update where a whole bunch of people, their online franchise modes got completely erased. How the fuck is that happening in damn near February? The game came out in August. I'm pretty sure you could fucking early play the bitch in July. But you guys are fucking erasing people's online franchises because there's some fucking glitch in the update? How's there a glitch in the update? This is terrible. And I've been very much looking forward to NCAA, but if the same group of people, which it's Madden developers, are working on fucking NCAA, I don't see how it could be any better. There is no heart in this game. There is no soul in this game. There is no character to this fucking game. It's rinse and repeat. And as soon as you're fucking over the rinse and repeat, an hour and a half into fucking playing it, you're done with it for the day. You're fucking done with it for the day. And again, if you're one of them fucking fanboys that makes excuses no matter what Madden does, oh, it's great, what do you expect? I expect Madden 2023 to be better than Madden 2003. That's what I expect. And yeah, from a visual, from like a CGI standpoint, yeah, it looks better. The gameplay is not fucking better. It's not. It's fucking not. And until it does, I will never, ever, 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 ever pay full price. Until I hear there's some new developers on the fucking team. Until I hear, you know what? We're going to take a fucking year off and try to get this game right. At least, come on, guys. We got to try. We got to try. At least make it seem like you're trying. You guys promoted this as the best Madden game ever. A dedication to John Madden himself. John Madden will be rolling around in his grave. Not rolling over, rolling around in his grave if he saw the quality that you guys continue to put out on a year-to-year basis. Over the past 10, 15 years. The years where I'm sure John Madden was not paying too much fucking attention to the game. But you guys continue to do it because we continue to buy it. And you will continue to rob us, cheat us, and steal from us, because that's exactly what's happening when you put out the same game year after year. Whether it's PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, or PlayStation fucking 3, it's the same shit every year. And you guys don't care. You guys don't give a fuck. And why? Because we continue to pay you. There's enough people out there. There's enough people out there that are telling you guys you're doing a good job, and that's not the case. And I'm sure it's hard to program a game. That's why most games don't come out on a year-to-year basis. That's why video game franchises like Call of Duty have two separate development teams. They alternate. One year it's this development team. The next year it's the other development team. The following year it's the first development team. The year after that it's the second. They rotate because it takes longer than a fucking year to make even some slight changes to a game like that. And a lot of the Call of Duty games are very similar too. So if they got two development teams working on two different games and the games are still similar, what the fuck do you think is going to happen with a NFL Madden, a NBA 2K? It's going to be very stagnant year to year. Alright, you know what? I'm over that. Because it's the same shit. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing fucking changed. It's the same shit. It's like listening to me talk about Madden and I don't even like that. Pokemon is kind of in the same fucking realm of things. Again, I think they need to probably just go back to the 2D RPG that Pokemon used to be. I think Madden, they need to add just even a few key features. Build a team. Add some more expansion teams. Excuse me. Yeah, I think I might be getting a little sick here. Add some more fucking expansion teams. They're promoting the old Maddens in the startup menu. When you turn on the game and the song comes on and they're showing old school Madden, you could have, at the very least, throw fucking an old Madden game in there. Why can't we play the first Madden game on this Madden, since you guys are making it a tribute to fucking John Madden? Why can't we play the first Madden game that didn't have Madden as the cover athlete? Why can't we play Madden 2001 with Eddie Jordan? Like, just something. Just think outside the fucking box a little bit here. Why is the online mode the way that the online mode is? There used to be fucking lobbies. There used to be rankings next to people's names. You used to be able to tell how many points they fucking scored, how many rushing yards they averaged. You used to be able to go on there and see all these things. You can't do that anymore. I don't know. Video game companies need to do better, or they need to lower the price of the fucking game. Plain and simple. Plain and fucking simple. That's it. That's it. That's fucking it. Alright, what else did I want to talk about today? I want to talk about the fucking playoffs. Alright, let's talk a little bit about... Let's start off with the Cowboys. Alright, now... It's always a good time. I always have the most fun when the Cowboys lose. Second, runners-up, Giants. But at the end of the day, guys, I don't fucking get that emotionally invested in what the fuck any of these teams do, including my own teams, because I have little to zero to do with how they perform on a week-to-week basis. You know, I'm not meal prepping. I'm not sending them a like on Instagram. I'm not doing any of this shit. So I have nothing to do with physical, mental, moral. I don't got shit to do with anything that these players got going on. Point being is, win, lose, or draw, who the fuck cares? You know, life's gonna go on. Life is not gonna fucking stop because the Eagles lost, because the Tar Heels lost, because, you know, shit goes on. Life goes on. And what I'm starting to see, I used to think Eagles fans were the fucking worst. I really truly used to think that Eagles fans were the worst, and they absolutely are in the conversation for the worst. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Philadelphia fans are fucking assholes. That's just how we are. You know, there are very few sensible Eagles fans, Philadelphia fans for any sport. Very few. But football, I would say I don't really know about baseball like that to know how the fans are, but they're cut from the same cloth. You know, and I think when it comes to basketball, the basketball team has just been so blah for years that, like, we're talking years, like decades, since fucking Dr. J was there. They had a couple good seasons with Allen, but it wasn't, you know, a good season was a nice surprise. With the Eagles, that's the opposite. That's the opposite. Since Andy Reid was there, they've been pretty fucking competitive. They've been winning multiple divisional championships. Yeah, there was a couple years where things were fucking on the downside, but then they bounced back, won a fucking Super Bowl, and now they're fucking one game away from the Super Bowl again. So when it comes to football, we're not at a New England Patriots level of things. We're not at a Pittsburgh Steelers level of things, but we feel like we are. We feel like we are. We feel like them NFC Championship games that we played in were actually Super Bowls. You know, so there's that sense of entitlement to Philly fans. Absolutely. Be fucking mad at me if you want to, but that's just the case. There's a sense of entitlement. Like, we're supposed to be here. This is what we're supposed to do. Which isn't the case, but when I see it, when they are playing well, that's fucking gravy. I love it. But Cowboys fans, I think they are very similar. But the thing that makes them different is that they try to act like they're bougie. We'll just put it that way. Cowboys fans are fucking bougie. They think because they won some Super Bowls in the fucking 70s and the 90s that that shit should matter today, which it shouldn't. It does, but it shouldn't. So when their teams don't make it to the Super Bowl, they act like the fucking world is falling, the sky's falling. They're going Chicken Little on us. The sky's falling. They're fucking losing their minds, breaking TVs, punching TVs. Hey guys, this is all sports fans, because I think sports fans are fucking crazy. They're the biggest nerds on the fucking planet. Fighting each other in the park. Like, how are you fighting a fellow Dallas Cowboy fan? What are you guys fighting about? You guys arguing about Dak? You guys arguing about Dak Prescott? That's gotta be the reason why you guys are fighting. There's no other reason to fight. One person saying Dak's the guy, the other person saying Dak's not that guy, and you guys are fighting over it. That's gotta be the reason. Now let's talk about Dak Prescott for a minute. Let's even take a step further back. Let's talk about NFL fucking quarterbacks for a minute. Talked about it before. Talked about it on High Sports with Duff. Any quarterback that started over the course of this season is probably better than any quarterback that you have ever come across in your life. Unless you know one of these dudes in the NFL, any quarterback that played over the past fucking 20 weeks is probably better than any any quarterback that you have known your whole entire life. Yes, he's better than your high school quarterback who made all conference or all state. Or went to college and was pretty good in college. I'm promising you that these quarterbacks are better. So Dak Prescott, just like Tony Romo, I think they were pretty damn good quarterbacks. They were pretty good fucking quarterbacks. Like, yes, of course, they haven't won a Super Bowl. But that does not take away from everything else that they have done. Guys, I am a fucking Eagles fan on here standing up for Dak Prescott. And why am I standing up for him? Because the way that you guys talk about people, the way that you guys treat these athletes, it's like they're nobody. They're nobody. They mean nothing to you. They never won you a game. They've never brought you that joy. Everything has just been dog shit. That's how you guys act. You talk about them like they don't have families, like they don't have sons, daughters, wives, cousins, uncles, moms, dads, family members that have to listen to this shit. And then look at this dude. We're talking about a fucking game. I don't give a fuck about how much money somebody's getting paid to do that. We're talking about a game. Everybody needs to fucking take a chill pill. Did Dak Prescott absolutely shit the bed the other day? Yes, he did. Did I fucking enjoy it? Abso-fucking-lutely I enjoyed it. Did I fucking, oh my God, that last play of the game where they put Zeke at fucking running back, did I love it? Oh my God, I fucking loved it. I loved it. It was great. It was fucking amazing. It was so fucking amazing. I loved it. That was the only thing that could have been better to end that game is if Dak would have taken that safety. He probably should have gotten. I think Eric Armstead. I think he thought that Dak threw the ball, so he didn't want to fuck him up. But if he would have taken that safety and that's how the game would have ended, that would have been great. That would have been the best. They couldn't have gotten no better than that. But again, guys, I would have laughed for the moment, but that has nothing to do with the overall quarterback that Dak Prescott is, who is pretty fucking good. How many? Let's take Tom Brady out. Let's take Tom Brady out of the fucking equation. He's gone. He's not coming back next year. It's the 2023-2024 season. How many quarterbacks got fucking Super Bowl ring? I don't know off the top of my fucking head, but it's not many, and one of them's Nick Foles. And the other one's fucking Patrick Mahomes. Who else got Super Bowl rings? Russell Wilson, another fucking quarterback you guys are dogging the fuck out. Had one bad season. Been in the league for 11 fucking years. Had one bad season. He's dog shit. Dude has a Super Bowl, has 9 Pro Bowls, and he's dog shit. We ain't giving him the benefit of the doubt. Okay, all right, okay. I see how we're getting down here. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. All right, Dak Prescott. Dude just came off of fucking 37 touchdowns and 10 or 11 interceptions last year. Pro Bowl, borderline All-Pro, comes in this year, breaks his fucking thumb or some shit like that, throws some interceptions. At least a quarter to a half of them were on the fucking receiver, clearly on the fucking receivers, dropping shit bouncing off the shoulder pads, things along these lines. And we're ready to run Dak Prescott out of town. For who? Guys, it's hard to get a fucking quarterback. Okay, you guys, Cooper Rush. Listen, man. Cooper Rush is not as good as Dak fucking Prescott. Cooper Rush is not going to even... Listen, the chances of winning a Super Bowl, the percentages are very low. Even for the people who are favorites. The Patrick Mahomeses. Look what happened with Josh Allen. Dude shit the fucking bed. And he almost shit the bed in a very similar way to how Dak shit the bed. And I say that because you motherfuckers got a home playoff game in the snow. This is supposed to be your guys' element. This is Buffalo. You guys are supposed to fucking beat the Bengals. I get they're from Ohio and they deal with snow, but no. You guys had everything on your side and got blown the fuck out. And Jared, or not Jared Allen, fucking Josh Allen. Who the fuck is Jared Allen? Is that that's the basketball player, right? And Josh Allen looked like shit. He looked like shit. He made a couple fucking plays that were amazing, but he looked like shit. And that does not take away from the quarterback that he fucking is. If you can win one Super Bowl in your fucking career, that does it for you. That does it for you. Very few dudes win multiple Super Bowls. You guys could be a fucking fan for 30, 40 fucking years. You'll be lucky to get 1 or 2 Super Bowls. And last week I put up we're going to transition over to the Eagles game because that was a straight molly-whopping. Put it on the Giants. Again, last week I put it out. Saquon ain't that special. And that's a very hyperbolic statement. I'm not saying that he's fucking trash, or I'm comparing what Saquon's doing to what Hall of Famers have done. Because the only reason I'm doing that is because this is how you motherfuckers are talking about Saquon. Saquon was a season away from being out of the league. He was. He fucking was. He didn't do shit for 2 years. He got hurt, came back last year, didn't do shit. If he didn't do shit this year, he was gone. Or he was going to be a fucking rotational dude. But he came back, he did his thing a little bit. But still, even with that said, Saquon is not even halfway there to being a Hall of Fame running back. And that's how you guys are talking about him. He's not even halfway. He's just not. Look at the numbers. He is not there. He's 26 years old. In whatever numbers he's averaging now, I put it up last week on my Instagram story. Whatever numbers he's averaging now, those are probably his best years. Chances are those are his best years. Now, can he have a outlier type season? 2 of them maybe? Yes. But he's about to be 26 years old. That means next season he's going to be fucking 20. At the end of the season, he's going to be fucking 27 years old. That's when look at Zeke. Again, another Cowboy that I'll stick up for because I've enjoyed watching Zeke fucking play football for the first 6 years of his career. He doesn't look the same. He looks slower. He has gears 3 and 4, but 5th gear is not there anymore. And that's what tends to happen to most people. That's why there's only 25 running backs in the Hall of Fame. The NFL's been an organization for over 100 fucking years. There's 25 running backs. All the nice running backs that have been on your guys' teams throughout the year, chances are they're not in the Hall of Fame. Chances are they're not going to be in the Hall of Fame. You got dudes with 15,000 yards from scrimmage that cannot buy their way into the Hall of Fame. Aren't even in conversation to be in the Hall of Fame. So when we're talking about, oh, he's the best, he's the greatest, oh, he's a future Hall of Famer, I hate that shit because there is no guarantees that you're going to be a future Hall of Famer. I can't stand Herschel Walker's ass as a person. Should Herschel Walker probably be in the Professional Football Hall of Fame? Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Not. Steven Jackson, 15,000, top 15 all time, not in the Hall of Fame, and I'm pretty sure he wasn't even a finalist this year. Henry Ellard, I put this up on my Instagram last week, almost 14,000 receiving yards in his career. Almost 14,000 receiving yards in his career. He is 61 years old. He got his first Hall of Fame finalist nomination this year. Why? Please explain that to me. That makes no sense. So you're going to take business opportunities away from this man that he could have had his whole entire life because he had the title of Hall of Famer? Because, it doesn't feel right now. He put up the numbers. He did what he was supposed to do, but it just doesn't feel right now. We're not going to let him into the Hall of Fame. That's fucking bonkers to me. That is bonkers to me. I completely understand the first ballot thing. Okay, I get it. We wanna distinguish these guys from these guys. Okay, whatever. But after that first ballot shit, there is no way in the world the motherfucker should have to wait 30 years, 40 years to get into the Hall of Fame. It'd be a whole bunch of 40 and 50-year-old fucking ex-football players still in shape, looking good, standing next to this old-ass, decrepit old man, just happy to fucking be there. Family probably not even alive no more to see it. It's all fucked up. And that's on the NFL. That's on the fucking NFL. Oh, man. See, I haven't even talked about the Eagles game. I haven't even talked about the Eagles ass whipping that we put on them. I started off with Saquon, because, again, Saquon didn't do a goddamn thing last week. He had one run. Where TJ Edwards, looking at the defense from the outside looking in, I might not know the exact assignments of the defense, it looked like he went to spill when he should have boxed. And if you don't know what that means, look it the fuck up. A little homework for you. He spilled the play when he should have boxed it, and Saquon went 39 yards untouched. Pretty sure Saquon finished with like fucking 60-something rushing yards. So that was that. That was that for him. That was fucking that. Daniel Jones, another dude who 1 week ago, you guys were talking about how he's going to be a $40 or $50 million a year quarterback. Now you're talking about, man, I don't even know. How the fuck can we go so week to week? How can 1 week make or break who the fuck you are? That is not right. That is not fair to anybody by any metric. But then again, we pick and choose. We pick and choose who we're gonna get mad at. We do. We pick and choose who we're gonna get mad at. We're gonna get mad at Daniel Jones, but we're gonna just act like what Josh Allen did last week. He didn't do it. We're just gonna remember all the good shit that Josh Allen did, but we're gonna completely forget how he shit the bed. Pretty much 2 weeks in a row. He's lucky he was playing a fucking rookie quarterback the week prior. If Tua was in there, them dudes were losing that game. That's if Teddy Bridgewater was in there, them dudes were probably losing that fucking game. And I told my boy Colville last week, oh, this happened, that happened. I'm like, dude, man, they looked like shit. They looked like shit. We coulda, shoulda, woulda, coulda. They looked like shit. And you gotta be real with yourself about your fucking team, man. Everybody. Because that's how you don't get too high, and that's how you don't get too low. The Eagles looked fucking great last week. They played football how I would like a football team to be ran. They ran for like 280-something yards, threw the ball a couple times. The couple times that we threw the ball, it was fucking money. I think Jalen Hurts had 3 passing touchdowns. You know, it was very methodical. It was very old school in the sense of we're going to line up and run this fucking ball. I love that. Especially, like, guys, you're not going to fucking rip off 6-7 yards every time. Sometimes you might get tackled for a loss, 1-2 yards. Sometimes you might only get 1 or 2 yards. But you do not get away from running the fucking ball. As a linebacker for years, fucking years, I'm going to tell you what, you do not want to have to fucking tackle somebody all game long that's running the ball hard. I don't care if they are a smaller dude or a bigger dude. You do not want to have to fucking tackle this dude that's running hard. Like, all right, motherfucker, if I'm going to pay for this, you're going to pay for this. One of them types of dudes, you don't want to tackle them for 4 quarters. You just don't. You don't. That shit wears on you. And it wears on you because a lot of times at running back, they'll rotate guys through. Rotate them through so everybody's staying fresh. You're not being rotated through like that at linebacker. Your ass is out there. So every third tackle that the starting running back's getting off, no, you're in the middle of that shit. So that's why I'm a big proponent of just running the ball. Even if this shit doesn't seem like it's working, you run the fucking ball, because then they have to play it. They have to respect it. They have to. It doesn't matter if you're being successful with it or not, because all it takes is one. Look at Saquon. All it can take is one. You break off 40 yards, now the whole complexion of the game is different, which is what Giants fans were thinking after he ripped that run off. But again, coulda, woulda, shoulda. Shit could have happened. Shit would have happened. But sometimes it doesn't happen. So I'm very much, and I think in all honesty, to go back to the Bills for a minute, they need to get a fucking running back, or they need to commit to running the ball, not with Josh Allen as much as they do. They need a fucking running back. They need to be running the ball not with Josh Allen 20 to 30 times a game. And if that only leaves 35 passes for Josh Allen to fucking throw, that's how things need to be done. He's gonna fuck up. This is, again, it seems like fucking 2 decades ago, but this is the same shit. This is the same type of shit that Carson Wentz was going through. Dude was on top of the fucking world. Dude was number 3 in NFL top 100 not that many years ago. But then started turning the ball over at bad times. Maybe not even a whole bunch. Just at bad times. And the perception starts to become, he turns the ball over. Now, I'm telling you right the fuck now, Josh Allen may be the golden boy. The criticism may be very paper thin at the moment. But if he continues to fumble the ball and throw fucking bad interceptions, the perception will change. And it's not going to matter what his numbers are like if he's fucking up or the team's fucking up in key points. And I'm telling you, I think, again, I'm not even going to stay on Carson Wentz for that long. I think it all started his last year with Philly. The real downfall, we all know it really started when Nick Foles won the Super Bowl. But when the tides really started to fucking turn on him, it was week 1 of 2020 where Doug Peterson thought it would be a great fucking idea with like 15 seconds left to try to go down and fucking score before half, and Carson threw a pick 6 to Washington. That's when shit started to go downhill. That exact fucking moment, the perception of him went to dog shit. So I'm telling you, Josh Allen, and it happens. It fucking happens. And the smaller sample sizes, Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones went from hated to the most beloved fucking quarterback. Even higher, even more highly regarded than Phil Simms, because everybody forgot about Phil Simms. But Daniel Jones became that dude for a minute, and then he got mollywopped by the Eagles, and now Giants fans are once again talking about what are we going to do at quarterback. Now, I love Jalen Hurts' response to winning and putting in the work. And I very much became a Nick Sirianni fan over the year. I still, he's still rough around the edges for my liking. I still think all the shit talking that he does only works at the moment because we're winning football games. The moment we start losing football games, that shit's going to look real bad. But the way that they're approaching things, I fucking love it. Nick Sirianni is a very big advocate for offensive and defensive linemen. You got to have an offensive and defensive line if you want to be successful. That's just what the case is. Or you're just playing Russian roulette. You're playing Russian roulette with your fucking quarterback if your offensive line sucks. Again, Joe Burrow, off to an absolutely amazing fucking start, but all it takes is one play from that fucked up offensive line to change things. But Jalen Hurts is very calm, cool, and collective. He doesn't get too high. He doesn't get too low. He knows that this shit is not guaranteed. You being able to play football next week, next year, in 5 years is not guaranteed. Things are in perspective for him. He is what a new age quarterback should be. How he carries himself. Again, not the biggest fan of how he decides to run the ball sometimes. I think last week, we did a pretty good job with how we managed him running the ball, but still, that shit, him running the ball should be less than 10 times a game. It should probably be closer to 5 times a game. Like, we just fit them shits in. It's a third down. They gotta think about it type of thing. But Jalen's doing his thing. I also know that he has a absolutely fucking marvelous team around him right now. He's got a great offensive line. He's got great fucking skill position players. And next year, the team's going to look completely fucking different. So I think the Eagles are very much in win now mode. I don't know what the salary cap looks like going into the offseason. I'll have to look into that. But I'm assuming we're going to have a little bit of money to play with because a lot of our top fucking dudes are free agents. So I'm assuming we're going to have a little bit of fucking money to dabble with. I think first and foremost, you bring back Fletcher Cox. You know, I think you figure out a way to do that because Fletch needs to be one of them dudes that just retires as an Eagle. I think he's a borderline Hall of Famer. He's definitely has the credentials to make it to the Hall of Fame, but we talked about that earlier. That doesn't really mean shit. But yeah, I think you do that, and I think you do your best to try to keep the offensive line together. I think you do your best to try to keep Miles Sanders and I think it's difficult because we see what Miles Sanders can do in this system. But I think, you know, maybe a little upgrade. I think Josh Jacobs is an upgrade from Miles Sanders. If we can get a Josh Jacobs and we can get him in there and he likes the system, which I think is most important. He's not coming for the money. He's coming because he likes the system. I think that could be a fucking huge upgrade for us. As of right now, we got the best fucking wide receivers that we've ever fucking had. You know, and that's including who the fuck was there when T.O. was there? Fucking Todd Pinkston and James Thrash, you know? So we had one dude. Fucking Who's the tight end back then? Was it Brent Selleck? Was it Chad Lewis? Or was it L.J. Smith? I can't remember who the fuck the tight end was when T.O. was there. But anyway, then we moved on. Then we did have the Jeremy Maclins and the Deshaun Jackson and the Brent Selleck. That was pretty good fucking wide receiver core. But these dudes, these cats with this system, by far the best receivers that the Eagles have had in 20 years. Did Maclin and Deshaun go for 1,000 and 1,000? They may have, but it's different, man. It's different. AJ Brown's a different type of beast. Devontae Smith is a monster. Skinny motherfucker, man, but he's as good as hell. The Slim Reaper at his fucking best. But anyway, yeah, sorry, I'm just fucking going down the line of Eagles players that I like at this point. But anyway, we played the 49ers this week. 49ers defense has been playing pretty fucking good. But I truly believe if they play like they did against the Cowboys, that they're in trouble. You know? I believe if we continue to stay focused, we continue to stay dialed in as a fucking team, I think 49ers are in trouble next week. I do. I think that Nick Bosa can absolutely fucking wreck a game, which is something that we need to be concerned with. But if that was their best last week, that's not going to be good enough. And I still think the Eagles have room to improve. I think both teams have room to improve. This is a week-to-week fucking type of situation. The 49ers could very easily whip our ass. We could very easily whip their ass. It depends. How are things going? What's the baby mama drama looking like? What's the family drama looking like? You know, did you sleep enough this week? Did you eat the right fucking things? How's your kid doing in school? Like, there's just so many fucking different factors that go into how and why a football team stays focused that I really truly believe is going to come down to who's more focused. I do think we're the more talented football team, but I don't think it's by much. So I really, truly believe it's going to come down to who is dialed in. Okay, we just made an interception. We just got a 75-yard touchdown. X, Y, and Z happened. Good for us. Good things happen for us. Are we going to continue to stay dialed in for the remainder of the game, even though good things are happening to us right now? What's going to happen when some fluke shit happens? The snap goes over Jalen's head, and now they got the ball at the 18-yard line. And how are we going to respond to that? That's what's going to make the difference in this game. That's absolutely, I think, what's going to make the difference in this game. And I feel like if one team comes completely dialed in and the other one doesn't, they're going to get blown the fuck out. I think if we both come in dialed in, I think the Eagles win. And then if some strip sacks and some fumbles and some shit like that happens to the Eagles, I think the 49ers win. This isn't fucking rocket science. I'm not reinventing the wheel here. But very much looking forward to the game. I don't even, is it Saturday or Sunday? I gotta look it up. I know UFC is on that. The main card starts at 1 a.m. this week, so I don't fucking know about that one. I'm not staying up till no 4 or 5 a.m. watching no fucking fights. Nah, that ain't happening. I'll catch that shit on replay the next day or something, because I'm not staying up for that. They can kiss my ass. I think they're doing it for like the Australian market, the Asian market. It's gonna be pretty early still for like the UK and shit. So I don't know if they're really. I'm assuming I'd like to wake up early and watch fights. I'd much rather wake up at talking about sleeping and waking up. I'd much rather wake up at 4 or 5 a.m. to watch a fight card than try to stay up and watch a card that starts at 1 a.m. So I think it's going to start, the main card over there is going to start for them at like 7 or 8 a.m., which is not a bad fucking time, in my opinion at least, to catch some fights to start off the fucking day. But yeah, that's what the UFC is doing. Jamal Hill, been a very, very big fan of Jamal Hill for the past couple of years. You know, I don't know exactly what podcast episodes, but you could definitely hear me talking about Jamal Hill, Sweet Dreams Hill, for the past couple of years. He won the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship. That was amazing. Crazy fucking fight. Glover Teixeira, he was getting hit with the kitchen sink, and he still wouldn't go down. You know, big props to Glover. Future Hall of Famer, because the UFC, unless you got some personal beef with Dana, they usually do you right. And if you're supposed to be a Hall of Famer, you're usually in the Hall of Fame. What else? Slap Fight Power Slap was last Wednesday. Very entertaining, very disturbing, and it was very disturbing for a few reasons, and one of them being is the refs and Dana White have really no idea what the fuck is going on. It's just they have no idea what the fuck's going on. The refs look completely fucking lost. The competitors look pretty fucking lost. Everyone just looks fucking lost. And why is that? Because money cannot replace experience. For as low budget as Slap Fight Championship may look in comparison to Dana White's Power Slap, they've been doing it for years. The refs know what's going on. The athletes know what's going on. They know the rules. When you see clubbing, the shit is called. When you see stepping, the shit is called. They try to have a little segment after I just watched about 18 clubbings and a couple steps. Then they finally had a session where they were calling people out, and it was like a montage. It wasn't even like in the actual fucking competition. They're like, oh, stop, no, oh. No, it was like a montage of them calling step, flinch, da-da-da-da, which I feel like after a certain while, somebody was like, yo, man, you got to start fucking making these calls. So they just did it together. They just threw it together real quick. But, yeah, I don't know if Power Slap is on this week again. I think it might be. They need to really work on the technique. Because when you're clubbing people, when you're stepping, it's going to be a million times more brutal than it should be. It's already a fucking crazy sport. Follow the rules. You need to get Slap Fight Championship. You need to pay them some money. Bring them in. Because while you might feel like you're more superior, and they know the fucking rules. They know how this shit is supposed to be run. You know, they know how this shit is supposed to be fucking run. And they do a pretty good damn job at it for what they have. So I get you're trying to fucking step on someone's throat maybe and try to take over the business, but you need to bring these guys along too. Because I know damn well Darius the Destroyer and Wolverine were watching them slaps and we're like, what the fuck is going on? But they didn't want to say anything because the guy who's signing their fucking probably biggest check that they've received up to this point, being involved in slap fighting, was over there like, oh yeah, this is great. I know for a fact them dudes were biting their tongue. I know for a fact they were biting their tongue. But yeah, guys, I'm starting to get cotton mouth. My tongue's starting to get dry as a motherfucker. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna go get some laundry done. I'm gonna go hit the gym with this kid, and I'm gonna go have a fucking productive day. It's a Tuesday. We're supposed to get some snow tomorrow. I'm trying to get some things out of the way so I can have a nice, hopeful snow day tomorrow. You know, I got some trainings that I've been pushing off for probably a good month or so that I could also complete, so it won't be a complete waste of a day. And yeah, so that's what I'm planning on doing. I will get this episode out to you guys on Wednesday instead of Thursday this week. That's why I changed the description from episodes every Thursday to episode every week, because some days I'm fucking going and I want to get the episode out, and I hate getting an episode out or recording an episode a couple days before, then releasing it, and then the timeline of things, the timeline of content has shifted, and I'm trying my best to stay up. I'm trying my best to stay hip with things. It's difficult for me, but I'm fucking trying. Alright, guys. With that said, I'm going to get the fuck up out of here. I'm going to go make a little breakfast before I got to get out the house to go to work. But like always, guys, I want you to be safe, be easy, and wash your ass. I'm out of here. Peace.